Alrighty, everybody, Steve here. Yeah, I've got an issue. So those people that are smart with the K2 Plus and Creality Print and running things like calibration, I need your advice and help. So normally I've been using Creality Print with Creality software or filaments, and so it's been a no-brainer. You just click it and boom, and you're good to go with the CFS. However, I've been using the side spool holder and with the Polymaker Terra PLA, and I want to dial it in to get a little bit better finish because I've noticed some little few errors on there. So everybody and their grandmother has been telling me you need to dial in that filament. Well, I understand that, and so people said, hey, go to calibrations, and if we go up here to calibration, you can end up seeing that we have temperature, flow rate, pressure advance, retraction, tolerance, max flow rate, and then there's the tutorial that opens up as well to show you how to do that. So yeah, I ran the temperature tower that we see there, and I really, it's hard to tell. They all kind of look the same with the exception of maybe, I mean, it all has, except for the very top one, which is 190, that doesn't have, it's got a tiny bit of stringing, and then the 195 in that little, I don't know, that little spire that's on the center there. But really, the outside of it looks decent, but then I'm not sure. So let's see if we can take a look at this. And so, yeah, which one should I choose? Because I don't really see a difference, and I don't see any big crazy parts, or deformations or anything. It's just, there it is. I'm not sure as far as what temperature I should use. With that being said, there is some more stringing starting at 195, and as it goes down, it gets a little bit worse in regards to the stringing, but it's just barely minimal stringing. I mean, I don't even know if you can see that on there. But I'm not sure which one I should pick. Now, there's another side to this story. It's not just the temperature tower. As I go through, I'm supposed to be making these adjustments to the filament, and I totally get that. So, from what I understand, is that you go up here, and we go on to Creality Print, and here we are, and we have our CFS, which is hooked up, and you can go down here, and you can pick, whatever one, generic, PLA, whatever, and that's what I've been kind of doing for the Creality stuff. With that, if I wanted to change some of the temperatures or the settings, I should say, I would go here, and then I could set all of this stuff up. The flow rate, the density shrinkage, blah, blah, blah. You've got a host of variables that you could go through and change all this stuff. So, yeah, probably the majority of these I probably wouldn't have to change. But still, there is a lot of stuff on here that I can change, which is all fine and dandy. That's not the problem. The problem is I'm using the side spool holder. I'm not using the CFS. So the problem that comes into play now is how do I change, I click on the side spool holder. There's no way to change all of those different variables within that filament for the machine because it just says use the side spool holder. So for example, let's just kind of throw in let's just add a model. We'll throw on a little benchy, boom, we put that on there. We got our benchy, and then we slice the plate. And then if we were going to send this to our machine, you could do the calibration, but I don't want to use the CFS. I want to use the spool holder. And again, which is fine because that's what I'm using, Polymaker Terra PLA. But again, there's no place to change all of those variables to dial in that filament. So I'm not sure what I'm missing. I'm obviously missing something. I just don't know what it is or where it is. And I haven't been able to have anybody to be able to tell me how to change those variables with the side spool holder. I mean, what do you do if you didn't have the CFS and you just had the side spool holder? How do you change all those different variables like you would with these here? You know, all of this stuff here, you know, the filament, flow rate, pressure advance, density, shrinkage, temperature, print temperature, nozzle range, and all that stuff. The only, I mean, what do you do with that? I'm at a loss because the side spool holder just kind of sits there and it's just like, well, you just print whatever. I did have some people tell me that, oh, well, you just go to the machine and you make those settings there. Well, that's another interesting thing, because with that side spool holder on the machine, what we end up with is it's not even the same, you know, Polymaker PLA, that's not pan chroma, but the only thing you can change is the nozzle temp range. That's it. And the pressure advance. All of those other settings like flow rate and everything else that you would try to find on this, you know, you got temperature, flow rate, pressure advance, so you could do pressure advance, but flow rate, retraction test, tolerance test, max flow rate, all of those things, how do you change that for your side spool holder? I don't get it. I must be missing something here. Or is it that I just change everything to and pretend, you know, like what I could end up doing is say, well, let's add another one here, and I could just set this for, I guess, generic PLA. So I set it for generic PLA, and then I just run my tests, and then I enter this, and then let's say, you know, whatever changes that I make on temperature, flow rate, and all that, yada, 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 I go ahead and make that. And then, but it's, oh, okay, so there's the external spool holder. Seriously, Creality? Is it just me? If you have this icon up here, right up there, why can't I click on that and be able to set those things, external spool holder? Really? How did I do that? Okay, well, let's get rid of that. So this is what's currently in my CFS, is this right here, Hyper PLA, whatever. Okay, and I hit add, and this is CFS, so I click here, and now it's external PLA. Now I can go here and set it for generic PLA. And then I can run and do those settings and change it there. Okay, I answered the question. Nobody has been able to answer that question, and I just stumbled on it on this video. Wow, this is crazy. So in other words, if I wanted this to be, we'll change this to CFS, and we'll just make that Hyper PLA. We'll just do that. Blang. Okay, Hyper PLA. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have the 4 slots in your CFS, and if you have the side spool holder, then you go up here, you hit the addition button, and then notice it says CFS. We're going to hit external. Now we can go down and we can select just our regular PLA. And then we could also go down here to the little pencil and we could edit all the settings for that. Why is that so hard? Why can't you just click up here and change it? I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I kind of see now, but I've been on groups and no one's been able to tell me how to do that, how to change it. It's like, well, just run your calibration test and change the settings. I know how to run the calibration tests. I get that. And some are needed and some are not, according to a bunch of people. So that was the first part of the question. But yeah, now I guess I know how to do this. So the CFS and the external holder, and if you have your CFS and all of the filaments in there, I only have 3, and that one that's gray means that there is no filament in that slot 3. But if I wanted to add this for the external, click on that. I could go down and select the PLA, and then I could go down and I could adjust all of the settings that I would need there. So yeah. Okay, I just answered my own question. So for those people that are wondering how in the world that you change your external spool filament settings, I just showed you how to do it because I just found out right now. Okay, so that answers my question. The funny thing is, I was going to make this video and post it to try to show, you know, what I'm up against because I wanted people to have the most information, and now I just answered my own question. So thank the lucky stars for that. Anyway, I'm Steve, the retired hobby tech guy, American expat in Korea. Like and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully this will help some other people out that I guess are as dense as me. I don't know. I've been fighting against this thing for quite some time, and I'm glad I finally stumbled upon this. So hopefully this will help out other people that are new to 3D printing and the K2 Plus, and it will remove some of that frustration. So, alrighty. We'll see you on the next video. Peace. It was right there. It was right there the whole time.